I'm sure all of the student athletes in this room have at some point heard the question, how do you balance MIT with sports? And the tone isn't always positive. Like, the real question people are asking is like, why even do sports on top of MIT? And it's a fair question. When it's 11 p.m., riding on a bus back to campus the night before a midterm, the dim Peter Pan bus lights barely keeping us awake, we've all been there. Why play a college sport? It's an enormous time commitment. After a long day of classes, you have to face hours of training and even more hours of homework. And this isn't just any school, this is MIT. The workload is heavier, the expectations are higher, and the professors rightfully give no special treatment to student athletes. So if you, like many of us, don't have any aspirations to play professionally after college, why do it? For me, it was never a question of how I could balance MIT with sports, but rather it was the opposite question. Would I be able to survive this place without them? Because it's more than just a game that we play for the 4 years while we're here. It's the memories we make and the lessons we learn with the team that becomes our family. When we look back on our 4 years here, we're not going to remember that piece that we punted or that quiz that we failed. We'll remember dancing like crazy on the bus with the team. We'll remember singing in the ice bath to avoid the cold between two-a-day practices during preseason. We'll remember the nightly bridge walks and, of course, the pregame flower trips. We'll remember the long hug from a teammate after a season-ending injury when there are just not any words to say. We'll remember the feeling of reading a handmade card from a teammate after the worst of days. We'll remember the pride of winning and seeing the results of hard work, but also the feeling of defeat, being devastated by a loss and still showing up the next day ready to work hard. We all have memories like these, and these memories are unique to the student-athlete experience that we will carry along with us after we leave MIT. To my team, you guys are so much more than just people I play volleyball with. You're people that I can't imagine my life here without. I'm so grateful that I got to experience this level of support and belonging during my time at MIT. You guys have taught me more about friendship and leadership and hard work and life than any professor over there could ever have taught me. Cherish the time you have with your team, because this is the only time in your life you'll be surrounded by people every day who are so fiercely passionate about the game and about self-improvement. To my coaches, and all the coaches here, thank you for making us tougher and able to take criticism. Thank you for holding us to high standards, but more importantly, believing in us to meet those standards. And to all the seniors in the room, congrats on making it this far. But I think we all have a mutual understanding of the sadness felt in this moment. It's the end of an era for which many of us began when we were just toddlers. But remember this, the cliche really does hold true. Being a college athlete gives you skills that transcend the sport. And if you don't believe me, I know we love data at this school, so the NCAA actually did a study with tens of thousands of athlete and non-athlete college students. It found that athletes had a higher quality of life, greater career success, and better life satisfaction after graduating than their non-athlete counterparts. So, how do you balance MIT and sports? Why even play? Because what we sacrifice is insignificant compared to what we gain. Thanks, guys.